This is our bar magnet. And the first thing I'm going to do is trace out an outline of the bar magnet so we can kind of see where it's at on this diagram. Okay, so there is the north and the south pole of the bar magnet. Let's put it back here now. What I want to do is start putting these little compasses nearby. And we'll see if we can determine the structure of the magnetic field around the bar magnet just by seeing the direction of these little compasses. Okay, the compasses, since this is the north, the south end of the compass should point to that. Well, the south end of this little compass should point to the north, and we know that by convention, the lines of magnetic field emanate from the north and return to the south, so an arrow going out. So right here, we've got an arrow from south to north. So I'll take that out and replace that. Now here we have got an arrow. It's going from south to north, so it's leaving there, going that direction. And here we have got south to north. And here we have got south to north. It's pointing in more like that, into the South Pole, so that's good. Right there, we've got south to north going directly in. And now we have got south to north going in there. And we have got south north going this way. And then the arrow from south to north should point kind of out that way. So there's our first round of arrows. Now let's put them in some more out here in the places they weren't and get some more readings and trying to get the better idea for this magnetic field around the compass. Around the bar magnet. Okay, so now I'll start doing these. Okay, this one, south to north, is pointing in. And now we've got south to north pointing in there. And we have got south to north pointing in like that. Here we have got south to north pointing out like that. And we have got south to north pointing out. And here we've got south to north pointing out again. And south to north pointing out there. South to north pointing this way. And then we've got south to north pointing in. And this last one right here, south to north pointing in. Okay, we're getting a pretty good idea. I'm going to do a couple more just in these blank spots to see what's going on there. Get a little better feel for this description here. Okay, we've got the south to north, so it's pointing kind of out like that. South to north pointing out. And then south to north pointing out again there. Let's see what's this doing out here. South to north pointing there. South to north pointing in. Right there, south to north pointing like that. And south to north pointing in. South to north pointing in. Okay, so now I can kind of reconstruct what's going on here. It looks like it's coming, well, it's coming, the lines by definition coming out of here, looping back around, back into the South Pole. And then a little further out, they go out like that. Then they start to loop back in like that, and then they're coming in this way. So it gives us some idea of the lines of the magnetic field that encircle a bar magnet. I hope you got something out of this or learned a little bit about the magnetic field around a bar magnet. Thanks for watching.